Next up at UFC Kansas City, we have Timmy Cuamba taking on Roberto Romero. Timmy Cuamba 8-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is looking for his first UFC win. He's taking on Roberto Romero. 8-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that short notice loss to David Onama, and I imagine that loss is the reason that he has been slowly moving towards a favorite. You'll see the opening odds here. Timmy Cuamba open as a dog, but that line went to even almost instantly, and it sat at even for a while, and then now the confidence is coming back in. Roberto's moving more and more towards a medium-sized favorite. This should be a pretty fun dogfight, though, because Timmy Cuamba's a striker. He's got good takedown defense. He got fast hands, decent power, especially for this weight class. He does a good job working the body early. He'll invest there, and then he'll hope for that late payoff. He's very technical. He's not gun-shy at all. I would not categorize him as a killer, though. He does have some takedowns. He doesn't really look very comfortable doing them, and he really only looks to wrestle if he's in trouble, but those are there in his back pocket. He is tough as nails. You saw that in that loss against Lucas Almeida, where he was almost finished a few times, but he just gutted it out and continued to hang out. He's taking on Roberto Romero, forward pressure grappler. He closes distance well. He gets you to the cage. He'll work in those takedowns. On top, he's looking for control more than he's looking for a finish. He is very tough, and he's absolutely a gamer. The striking is not very technical, but he's got power. He's got pressure. He's coming off that short notice loss to David Onama, where he came out guns blazing, zero hesitation whatsoever, even dropped Onama. And sometimes you do learn a lot from somebody in a loss. And not only was this a loss, it was a short notice loss. Both these guys are pretty tough. I think it's going to take a beating on both sides. They can both move forward. They don't care what's happening. I think Romero's probably the better wrestler. Timmy's probably the better striker. I love how insanely tough Timmy is, but I love that what we saw out of Romero is short notice, didn't give a shit, moved forward, tried to make it happen. I can't imagine what a full camp's going to look like. Roberto Romero is going to be the pick because of that. I mean, first of all, his eyes. Look at the absolute psychopath behind this dude's eyes. He's the pick. I think he gets it done. What do you think, Jakey?
Sorry. Yeah, I like Roberto in this one. I'll be honest, he probably is going to end up being lock of the week. I got him at plus 100. I was surprised that he was the dog. Listen, I like Timmy. I was pretty high on him coming into that last fight. I was like, this is a tough kid, knows how to wrestle. This is natural weight class. Now he's got the full camp because he did the short notice beforehand, and he kind of just got the shit beat out of him for about 13 minutes, so he finally got a takedown. Against a guy like Roberto, who is also heavy-handed, it just seems like a recipe for disaster. Timmy's good offensively, and he can shoot takedowns, but a lot of his takedowns come after he's kind of hurt. And a lot of times he's getting cracked. I mean, his defense is just not there. He stays in the pocket. He's got fast hands, but I just think he's going to hang out in the pocket too much. Roberto's going to hurt him. Timmy's a tough kid. I wouldn't be surprised this turns into a club and sub situation. Roberto, when he dropped David Onama, he went to the back real quick, tried to throw in a choke. Same thing that could happen here. Timmy has a tendency to shoot takedowns when he's hurt. Opportunity could be there for a club and sub. So I'm going Roberto. He's probably lock of the week.
Yeah, I'm on the Roberto side as well. And it was interesting to see the line sort of move around because it's not like Timmy has a ton of UFC wins and we're kind of going off like how Jordan Vucenic fucked us all by he lost to Garam and we're like, he's pretty good. I mean, look how he looked on short notice losing. That's not really what we have here because Timmy is not like some wildly successful UFC caliber guy. And Roberto, yes, lost that UFC debut, but looked decent in it. I am surprised that this line is tight and it hasn't continued to widen. $7,900 in DraftKings Fantasy, $8,300 in DraftKings Fantasy. Both these guys are tough as shit. I do think Roberto wins. I also think there's value on that side at $8,300 for a guy that is going to move forward, bomb away, and we know he has wrestling upside. So if Timmy is having some success in the striking department, Roberto shooting some takedowns, scoring some points there isn't insane. If you do want to check out what the DraftKings Optimizer has to say and what the artificial intelligence has to say, we have all of those things on the website. Just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. You'll unlock every single one of those things, not just for this card, but the next 4. Were you about to say something?
Nope.
Oh. We do have a super chat. I actually disagree with the sentiment here. It says from Enema, everyone's going through something, Jacob, and everyone can make things better with the same mindset. Stop giving an F. Stop complaining. Man up. Put in the work. Do what you have to do to make it better. I appreciate the $10. I don't know if you have a comment on that, but I disagree with that mindset entirely. And I think as a suck it up kind of guy, I disagree with the shut up, just get over it. That I disagree with. Any words? No.
I don't really give a fuck.
Tom in Colorado supporting the Jake Man and J Stress 91. Jacob made me a shit ton of money. Appreciate it.